Hey guys, welcome back. And yes, I did not do another video this week, so that's why we are live. And I've got everything situated here. I got my tablet here so I can hopefully read chat. Yes, my counter is all kind of crazy behind me, but I hope I got the cleaner version. Wait, here, I got my tablet here so I can hopefully read chat. No. Yes, my cabinet. Sorry. All kind of. Okay. Technical difficulties. I got to cover my face because I get distracted. Hello, Amanda. Good morning. How are you doing over there? Oh, gotta love technical difficulties. And I'm a big technical difficulty. So I know I'm a little bit late. I was going to start at 9 o'clock and I got a few minutes behind, but I had to get situated with my dad. Oh, I was trucking along good and then bam, tummy problems. Oh boy. I do not envy you at all. I've already been sick enough already this month, but we'll get into that in a little bit. So, yeah, it's been a crazy, crazy month, guys. And it's supposed to be my birthday month. It's supposed to be the very best month ever because it's my birthday. It was a couple weeks ago, but still, and it's just been terrible. Got the rolls done and in the vacuum bags and cooking dinner. I think I'm going to call it. What does that mean? What are you fixing for dinner? Oh, and if you hear, I've got my tea kettle going behind me. I'm going to make some tea. Oh, call it a day. Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about your dinner. I thought maybe you were making some kind of mystery meat and you were going to call it dinner. Well, that's nice for you. I mean, my day is just starting. It's still 9 o'clock here. Gosh. But I had to get Dad situated. But we'll get into that in just a little bit. It says there's 3 people in chat. Who's the third person? It's me. I'm in chat. I don't know if it's gonna work here. There we go. Are you gonna work? There we go. Come on. There we go. Come on. Are you not gonna? It's not gonna type for me. Oh well. It's not gonna let me type. I was gonna make naan and white sandwich bread dough too, but I don't have it in me now that my belly is grouchy. I envy you with making bread because I cannot make bread if I tried. I mean, I have tried in the past, and my dinner rolls they don't rise enough, and they always end up flat. I don't know if it's because I just don't need it enough or I need it too much, and I don't know. I always end up getting those frozen dough balls at the grocery store and make my dinner rolls that way. Now, my mom's best friend, Karen, she used to make the best dinner rolls and homemade bread all the time. I miss her so, so much. So, there's a couple more people in chat. I'll share my dinner roll recipe in the chat, even freezing the dough and cooking later. They're pretty good. Okay. I hope it's a recipe that a loser like me can actually handle making that kind of dough, because like I said, I am not very good at it. Good morning, Maria. How are you? Hey, did you ever get your package yet? I was going to ask you the other night when we were on our Zoom, or the other day when we were on our Zoom, and I forgot to ask. You're not. Oh, what? I'm not a loser? Oh, well, that, I know. I gotta stop thinking like that. That's not a healthy way of thinking. Hello. My son just walked out of his room. So if you hear any background noise, there's my son. He's home from school because it's Columbus Day, and I forgot it was Columbus Day today. So I drove him to school, and as I'm pulling into the parking lot, well, there's a building right next to the lane to go into the parking lot at the high school. So you don't see the parking lot right away. And as soon as I turned into the parking lot and saw that it was empty, I felt like I drove into some place of the apocalypse. Like, where is everybody? Looked on the calendar. It's Columbus Day. There is no school today. So maybe I still have some COVID brain. I don't know. Huh?
Microwave.
Okay. Want to say hi to everybody?
Nope.
No. That was Nathan. He used to be a small little guy. He was like, I used to call him my spider monkey because he liked to climb the door frames between the rooms. He, of course he can't do that now, but all he has to do is just reach up and he can touch it. He'd almost touch the ceiling if he really stood on his tippy toes. Oh my gosh, he did. And our ceilings are what, 9 feet tall? I think our ceilings are 9 feet. And he actually can touch the ceiling. I've got a giant here. Oh my gosh. Let's see. I've got to catch up on chat here. Let's see. So Maria, you did get your package? I hope you did, and I hope you enjoy it. Oh, Amanda says, "Oh, girl, I rush through steps and forget things every time, and they still turn out edible at least. Better fresh, of course. My kids keep an eye on that school calendar. They would have told me if I'd forgotten. I wish my kids would do that. They don't, and it's like, especially if it's a day where it's early dismissal." I get a text message from my son at 2:00. It's 2:00. Where are you? I'm like, I didn't know there was still early dismissal today. So no, they don't tell me ahead of time at all. Now, when I was a kid, oh yeah, I was on top of such things like that. Well, I was a part of choir in school, and so whenever we had special get-togethers or practices, I was also in the color guard, so I had to work with the marching band. Anytime we had those kind of special events, I had to be sure to be there and keep track of all of those times. Oh, good, Maria. Good. Mine has early dismissal every Thursday. Well, our school has early dismissal, I think, every other Friday. But I thought there was some Fridays that there wasn't early dismissal. Anyway, I don't understand our school system anymore. It's just weird. But welcome everybody. It's already 10 minutes into the stream, and I haven't really said much of anything. Well, one of the things I wanted to catch you guys up on, and I know Maria and Amanda probably already know all about this because we chat a lot, but this month didn't start off very good at all. It was supposed to be my birthday month, and I was supposed to have a great month, but my husband came up sick with COVID the very last day of September. I was fine the very next day when I did my live stream on Monday, that Monday, but then the very next day on Tuesday, I started getting sick. The kids started getting sick. That Sunday that we discovered my husband was positive for COVID, before we found out he was, my dad came to visit and watch the football game with us for a few hours. And I was hoping he was in an area of the room that he didn't get too much exposure to my husband, because I knew he was sick. But I just thought it was a cold or flu, and it wasn't anything as devastating as COVID. Well, I found out a week later my dad did get sick. He got sick on the following Friday, with a bit of diarrhea and some congestion, and or well, no, not congestion, fatigue. But he didn't tell me until the following Monday. So when he came into town, I took a test for him, because I had an extra test that I bought at the store to test all of us. When I saw he was positive, I sent him home. I went to the grocery store for him and got his groceries. And every day when I'd check on him, he was like, I would call him and say, "How are you doing?" He was doing fine, just a bit tired, but we're doing fine. And come the day that we were going to celebrate our birthdays, because we postponed it because everyone was sick. The day that we were going to celebrate our birthdays, I called my dad to inquire, "How are you doing? Do you feel like coming? Do you want to just postpone another week?" And he did not sound good at all on the phone. So I ran out there, checked on him. He wasn't in a good place. I took him to the clinic. They sent him to the emergency room, ended up admitting him overnight for observation so that he could get some fluids. And he was developing a bit of pneumonia in his lungs. So they were treating him with antibiotics for his pneumonia. He got so tired every day that he would get up in the morning, get dressed, and start getting himself a little something for breakfast and something to drink. But then he would get so tired, he'd like, "Oh, I'm going to go lay down for a few minutes." And it would be all day. And then come evening time, he'd eat a little bit of soup and drink a little bit. But he got himself so exhausted that he wasn't eating and wasn't drinking enough, and he got himself dehydrated. So they released him from the hospital yesterday, which I'm happy that they did, so he doesn't have to be in the hospital, but I'm still concerned for him. He's doing a lot better today. So he is actually going to stay with us probably for a few days, just until he gets his strength back, because he was sleeping a lot yesterday afternoon when we got him home. And if I didn't wake him up and tell him, "Hey, drink some of your tea," because he wanted tea and not water. So I made him some sweet tea. "Drink some of your tea, eat some of your dinner." Otherwise, he would have just kept sleeping right on through it. So, yeah. So that's how my month has been so far. Either we were sick, my dad's sick, and he's recovering, but it took me for a loop. So that's the bad part of my month so far. And I'm hoping that's the only negative part of my month that I have to deal with this year. So let me catch up on some more chat here that I saw come up here. Abigail. Hi, everyone. Hi, Abigail. How are you doing? How are you feeling? Well, I'm doing great. I just told you all our little story. So it's a bit stressful with my dad here, but I'd rather him be here than not. So, those darn men always downplaying things. I can be the same way, Amanda. I can downplay things myself and just not admit that I have a problem when I do have a problem. So I'm definitely my dad's daughter. So I when it comes to our personalities, in some ways, I take after my dad. I'm not near as social as he is. He loves social talking. He will talk all kinds of different things. He loves talking politics. And I'm not going to go in there, but that's one of his favorite subjects. So when he didn't want to talk and chit chat, I knew he did not feel well at all. But then after he got his IV fluids, the other day and got something more to eat, and he started perking up. When he started talking about politics and those type of, I'm like, those type of subjects, I'm like, you're starting to feel better. You're wanting to you're wanting to talk about some subjects that not many people like to talk about these days. Okay. Hi, Kimberly. How are you doing? And are you able to eat any of your favorite foods yet, or do you need to? I don't even think about that. I've seen people take those kind of foods, like a pizza or burgers, and blend them up in a blender. I was getting ready to suggest that for you, but I'm not going to do that. No way. I've seen too many people do that on YouTube, and it's just disgusting. Hi, Sharon. Good morning. How are you? No, not yet. Well, hopefully you won't have to wait too much longer, and your mouth will start feeling a lot better, and you can chew better. So, so that's, so I don't know what else to talk about. But yeah, my dad's staying here with us for a few days. He's recovering from COVID, which we mistakenly gave to him. We didn't know we had it at the time. It wasn't until after his visit that we found out that we had COVID. So, but he's doing better. He's recovering. I made him some cheesy eggs and toast this morning and some coffee, and he already asked for a second cup of coffee. So that shows some progress. And he ate all of his eggs. Now, yesterday when I went to the hospital to get him, he only ate maybe half of his oatmeal and drank maybe his juice that they gave him, and that was it. He didn't feel like eating very much at all. Today, he ate all of his cheesy eggs, and he ate all of his toast, and he's on his second cup of coffee. So we're making progress. He's getting some food in him. He's getting nourishment and fluids. I feel like he's on the right track. So that's the negative part of my month. I got here late. Have you talked about your birthday? Can't remember the day. Oh, my birthday, that was on the 4th. And some of my friends here, Amanda and Chrissy, and I don't know, were you there, Maria? I can't remember. And Kim, I think Kimberly was there. They did a Zoom birthday party like thing for me, and it was, you guys didn't have to do that, but I appreciate you guys making me feel special. So, oh gosh. Yeah, I thought you were there. It's just been such a whirlwind of a month for me. And with my COVID brain and trying to remember some things, because I was still recovering from COVID on my birthday. I was better. I was a lot better than I was like a day or two before my birthday. But yeah, we're trying to remember things this month has been difficult. Yeah, I know. Oh yeah, you weren't there. Oh, hubby didn't. Oh yes, Amanda did miss my Zoom, and because her hubby turned off the alarm. You're gonna have to have a special alarm that he doesn't know about, and that is super loud that wakes you up. An alarm that he can't turn off. We are family, Maria. I agree with you there. I agree with you there. I felt that way with, see, I used to work at the hospital that my dad went to. And in fact, he went to the same floor that I used to work at. There's only a couple of people that still work there that when I worked there. And it was so nice to see them and visit with them a little bit. But yeah, I felt like our unit was kind of like a family. And so this community here, it feels like family too. And so I so appreciate it. That's why I get so emotional so often in some of my videos or live streams. And I start talking about, please don't let me start talking about mushy stuff. But when I do, That's the reason why I get so emotional, because I feel such a family attachment to all of you, and I love this community, and I'm so grateful you guys have allowed me to be a part of it. Uh, I should wake the whole neighbor. There you go, wake the whole neighborhood up. Hi, Chrissy. I was hoping you would come on. You're not late. Now, Fly Lady always says, you're never late. Jump in where you're at. So, we are not going to be late, ladies. We are going to just start from this point forward and progress from this point forward. We're not going to think about the past or that we're late or we're behind on anything. We're jumping in where we're at, and we're moving forward and making progress. Oh, and speaking of Fly Lady, I've already talked to Chrissy. I've already talked to everybody about my situation with my dad. He's going to stay with us for a few days until he gets his strength back. He's doing a lot better. He just got to where he was so exhausted every day from being sick with COVID that he wasn't eating and drinking enough. He wasn't eating enough food. He wasn't drinking enough fluids, and he ended up getting himself dehydrated and malnourished because his white blood cells and his red blood cell count were both low, and his blood count was all whacked up. So he's going to stay with us for a few days until he gets his strength back. Yesterday, he hardly ate at all. He ate half of his oatmeal for breakfast at the hospital, maybe a third of a fish sandwich from McDonald's that I got him for lunch, which is probably about 3 or 4 bites. And then he had about half. I gave him a cup of chili, about this size of a cup. He ate about half of it last night. And he also had a bite of cornbread that I made with it. So, I mean, compared to what he was eating last week, he didn't do too well yesterday. This morning, I made him some cheesy eggs and toast. He ate every bit of it this morning. And he's on his second cup of coffee. So he's making some progress today, and he's feeling better. He's probably sleeping a lot, but his body needs to rest. I understand, but I still have to keep waking him up every now and then to make sure he's getting enough fluids and food to eat. Yeah, I hope so. And I think he'd rather be here with us too, because I know he gets lonesome out there by himself. But my grandma, she lived in Collinsville, and she was a widow for almost 30 years when Grandpa passed away. My grandpa passed away like in 88. So she was probably a widow for about 27, 28 years before she passed away. And she lived alone. But then that was her way. She liked it. She liked being independent. My grandma got involved with a craft circle at her church. So she socialized with the ladies making crafts. They would make these little crafts and put together advent calendars every year that only cost a couple bucks. But I still have some of the Christmas ornaments that my grandma made, and I use those to decorate our Christmas tree. Because she would always get the advent calendar. She would go ahead and buy advent calendars and give them to all of us. And so I've collected quite a few of her ornaments that she made. But my dad, he's not involved in any social get together. So I wish he would, but he's pretty independent minded. And so he would rather stay with family. Yeah, she did keep busy. My grandma was a member of the Eastern Star in her town. And so there for many years, she was what they called worthy matron. And my grandpa was worthy patron. So the two, for a few years, both my grandma and grandpa were worthy matron and worthy patron. So they were really involved with that and busy, and so whenever that chapter closed, because they merged with some other town that she couldn't get to, she started getting involved with her church organization. And so, yeah, she kept busy. But we were talking about Fly Lady a little bit ago, because she said you're not behind, jump in right where you're at. Well, speaking of Fly Lady, because I did talk about that just a minute ago, or well, a few minutes ago. Next Monday, the 21st, is the launch of Cruising Through the Holidays. I don't know exactly how she is going to do it. I've already gone to her website, and the individual missions for the Cruising Through the Holidays isn't there. I mean, the link is there, but when you click on the link, it goes to the first mission, but that's it. It doesn't have links to any of the other missions. So I don't know if they are updating the website, if they're doing something new. I need to check out Fly Lady's YouTube channel to see if she's made an announcement about it. But I did, years and years ago, I subscribed to her email that she would send out, and I found the missions in the emails. So what I did, I'm still in the process of doing this, but I went through the emails, and all of the description of the missions that was in each individual email, I made up individual little cards like this. I put them in I made a little binder here. I don't have all of them here. I only got up to mission number 15 in my book, but I've got all of the Cruising Through the Holidays missions here, the Super Cruising Through the Holidays, because the Cruising Through the Holidays, that goes up to Thanksgiving. Super Cruising Through the Holidays goes from Thanksgiving to Christmas Day. And then there is a holiday cleanup that starts a couple of days after Christmas. And so I am going to make up little cards and put them in my binder. I need to get a nice Christmassy binder that would actually look appropriate. But this is the only extra one I have. But that's what I'm going to use to kind of keep me on track of what mission is what for which day, so I don't have to keep looking them up on the computer. And I would put these on my Ko-fi page, but since her stuff is copyrighted, I don't want to infringe on that. I'd have to probably contact her and see if it's appropriate for me to put it in my shop to make it to make it available. But I will definitely be going through each of these every day. In fact, I'll probably start recording videos today and then upload them on Monday, because I'll upload one video a day, Monday, Tuesday, just like I did last year. And because I want to get my house straightened up, because now that we've got my dad with us right now, sorry about that. I just almost had a little bit of a flashback to the last Christmas I had with my mom, and how this system helped me get my house organized and prepared. Because on Thanksgiving, well, the day before Thanksgiving, she fell and injured her arm, so she was in the hospital. But I kept going with the missions and getting my house cleaned up. And then when she was finally released from the hospital, like a couple of days before Christmas, we were planning on just having all of the Christmas celebration at Mom and Dad's house to make it easy for my mom, so she wouldn't have to get out in the weather. She wouldn't have to leave her home. Christmas Day, well, the day before Christmas, they were forecasting like 3 to 4 inches of snow for our area. That's drivable. We can handle that. Well, the next morning, that was increased to 6 to 8 inches of snow, 10 inches in some areas. And my mom and dad live out in the country. The road that they lived on in the past, when we had that blizzard of 78 or 79, I don't know if anybody remembers that, our road itself was drifted shut. We were visiting our neighbor down the road from our house. We only lived a quarter of a mile down the road from them. We could not get home because the roads were drifted that bad. In fact, the neighbor tried to clear the road with his big Kubota tractor, and his tractor got stuck. That's how bad it got. So when Christmas Day came, my dad called us and said, they've increased the forecast of snow. Can we bring everything into your house and have Christmas there? So if Kay's mom had a medical emergency, she would be closer to the hospital. The ambulance could get to our house and take her there and wouldn't have to worry about that. And because my house was already clean and organized from following Fly Ladies Cruising Through the Holidays missions, I said, come on in. And we got the bed set up for them. And it was the best Christmas I can ever remember. And for just an instant here, thinking about my dad and what situation we're going through right now, it almost gave me that kind of a flashback. So I'm sorry if I'm tearing up just a smidge. Sorry. But those are happy memories, and I want to focus on the happy, positive part of that memory. And cruising through the holidays has always been something I try to strive to do every year, even though my house might be chaotic for the rest of the rest part of the year. At least for Christmas, it's welcoming. Okay, I've seen you guys chat so much, so I need to catch up on everything here. Oh my goodness. See, I get such an emotional. I am such an emotional wreck. Okay. See. Okay, 21st. Okay. Oh, you're going to be watching. Great. Great, Chrissy. Men are less inclined to get together except to sit and talk at a restaurant. Maybe. I don't know. My dad's not the restaurant type, to be honest, but he does love to talk. My dad definitely loves to talk. So whenever he doesn't feel like talking, he's not feeling well. Sharon, so right about the restaurant. Excited about the Fly Lady launch. I am too. That's awesome. Is this decluttering? It is partially decluttering, partially just simple cleaning and preparing for the holidays, like planning out your meals, your menu, budgeting, so you have enough money budgeted for gifts, for food, decorating. It's a variety of tasks. There's one day where you focus on wrapping your presents or making sure that you've got the supplies that you need for wrapping your presents. There's also days where you do an errand run where you write up your list of things that you need to get at the store to make sure you've got all your supplies. So it's little bitty tasks every day. So that's why it starts in October. You do a little bit each and every day, so that if you wait till Thanksgiving or the day before, or a few days before Thanksgiving to prepare your Thanksgiving meal, you're rushed and you're feeling so stressed. And we do the same thing with Christmas. But starting and doing a little bit every day, starting in October, lessens that stress and everything just kind of flows. I can't explain it any better than that. This with you so I can get organized. Great. Yep. I'll try to remember to look it up so I can try it too. Well, I will. If you try to look it up and you can't find it, check out my videos. I will definitely be reading each of the different emails that I have gotten and I've got here, so that you'll know exactly what to do every day. And if you don't want to do it on that specific date, that's fine. Do it when you can do it. the point is, don't put pressure on yourself. If you do a little bit at a time, it will get done. That is so lovely. Don't ever apologize. Well, I apologize for a lot of things. I gotta get stuff situated around here. Yeah, so do I. I mean, can you not see this? My grandpa used to do coffee shops. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, see, my dad. Yeah, I don't know. My dad's kind of a loner. I don't know, but he likes to talk and likes to socialize. So I don't know. I don't know. In my hometown, the old retired farmers meet at the cafe every morning. Yeah. Well, see, the thing is, in our community is of a specific mindset, and my dad is not of that same mindset. So I could see him going into a coffee shop or even in the barber shop. He's done this at the barber shop too when he gets his hair cut. And somebody will be talking about something that he disagrees with, and he'll get into a good conversation with them, but then it turns into a heated argument. And so, yeah. But let's see. Amanda, I got you something from the market. I died. Amanda, I got you something from the market. I died. Okay, if you can't mention it here in chat, then we'll talk about it in our IG chat. You've got me intrigued now, Chrissy. What is it you got, Amanda? I say retire because I don't think farmers ever really retire. That is so true. That is true. They don't. Oh goodness, Chrissy. Great job. You did a great job organizing. Who did a great job organizing? I still have lots to organize, so my job is never complete. I'll watch regardless. We'll tag you when I do it. Okay. Good. Good morning, Sabrina. Oh gosh. How are you doing? I watched your video yesterday where you were talking about getting your debt and how you're going to have to reduce I think your income was going to be reduced or something. But you are an inspiration, Sabrina. I don't know how you managed to survive in New York City on your budget, but you amaze me. You inspire me to keep going with our income. So, guys, definitely go check out these ladies. If you see their names here in chat, Budgeting Like a Girl, The Mom Life Coach, Sabrina Budgets. Who else is here? Well, Sharon doesn't have any videos. Sharon, you need to make some videos, girl. I want to go visit you and support your channel. And Maria, you too. Oh, Abigail. I don't know if Abigail's still here, but Blessed Budgets by Abigail. That's another one that we can support. And Kimberly, I don't know if you make videos. I wish you would. Definitely go check these ladies out. They are all inspiring and encouraging and motivating. They help encourage and motivate me. And for me to be able to do this kind of a live stream, I would not be doing it if it wasn't these ladies encouraging me. So, where is to go start? Yep, Maria's got to start. Yep. Yeah, we've got some wonderful ladies that get into our... Oh. Sorry about that. Did you guys hear a ringtone? The clinic is calling probably about my daughter's appointment. Oh, wait a minute. Was that today? It wasn't today. No, that's not today. It's Wednesday. It's probably asking if I am going to make the appointment, or make take her to the appointment. Oh, goodness. Oh, man. You know, we've been doing this 45 minutes, and I guess I think I've shared everything that I need to share. Gave you an update of what we're going to do. Or I gave you an update of what we've been going through this month. Everybody being sick. Hopefully, we won't get sick for the rest of the year. We're going to start cruising through the holidays next week. And I'm going to do all of it. We're going to do cruising through the holidays, super cruising through the holidays, and then the holiday cleanup. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, check out the playlist. I made a playlist of all of the cruising through the holidays videos on my channel. So hi Coco, good morning. Oh my gosh, people are coming in. Oh goodness. I don't know what else to do. And then I got to go check out my dad and see if he needs anything. What else? I have plans to start recording. Budgeting like a girl. Amanda, I have plans to start recording again 2 months later. It got put off an extra 2 weeks because of the kids. Well, you definitely need to do that because I need to go watch more of your other videos. This sounds probably crazy to you, Sheila, but you're a natural on lives. I don't think so. I'm just me. I'm being my weird self. You look right into the camera. I feel like you're right in front of me. Well, I have to force myself to look in the camera because I have to cover. In fact, I have to use a towel to cover up this side because I see myself in the camera and it's distracting. And it's kind of distracting to see myself over here too. So I am not a natural. I have to really ignore myself. Hi girl. Coco. And Sabrina. Okay, Coco. Okay. I will watch on replay. I'm like, yeah, definitely. I think I better wrap this live stream up anyway, because I still have lots of work to do here on my counters behind me. I need to go check on Dad to see if he needs anything. He's finishing up his last cup of coffee, but he may want some water or something. So I ought to go check on him. He hasn't been coughing so much this morning, so that's good. I gave him some cough medicine, so hopefully that's been helping him. No doubting that, beauty. I'll be praying for your dad. I had to be away for a while. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much, Sharon. I so appreciate it. All of you guys have been very supportive and sending your love and prayers, and I so appreciate it. I tell my dad about all of you guys' concerns for his health, and he is appreciative too. Thank you so much, Sabrina. Well, you guys have a wonderful day, and I will be back next week. We will do cruising through the holidays. It's going to be every day. There'll be short videos, but we'll do every day. We'll have a different task that we have to accomplish for getting ready for the holidays, and that will include preparing your menus and going to the store and getting the supplies you need for your meals, your gifts, the wrapping, the decorations. We'll also have days where we do some decluttering and organizing. Also, every Friday is Budget Don't Begrudge It Day. So we go over our budget. I'm not going to go into any specific numbers, but it's something that, go over your numbers, go over what you have to spend, what you can spend, and start planning and allocating your money in those areas. So that's what we have to look forward to for the upcoming weeks. In fact, it's going to go through to the end of this year. So cruising through the holidays goes up to Thanksgiving. Super cruising through the holidays starts right after Thanksgiving and goes up to Christmas. And then following Christmas is the holiday cleanup, which goes into, I think, the first week of January, so that you're just not feeling rushed to get everything done all at once. You do a little bit every day, which leads up to it, and it just cuts out on the stress. And you take time to reflect on the progress that you're making each and every day. That helps build up your self-confidence and increases your motivation. I mean, at least it does for me. So I look forward to sharing that all with you guys. And thank you guys again. I'm going to go through and write all of your names down. And when I post this live up, I'm going to have your names listed. Budgeting Like a Girl, The Mom Life Co., Sabrina Budgets, Blessed Budget. Was it Blessed Budgets with that Abigail? How does she go? Where is it? Blessed Budgets by Abigail. And then Sharon and Maria, you guys need to start making content, girls. So that I can go and visit you. You come and visit me, but I want to visit you. So thank you so much, guys. I think I've got everybody. Oh, and Kimberly, you too. Kimberly Johansson. Yeah. Guys, thank you. I love you so much. Thank you so much. Praying for your dad too, and Mom Life. Yeah. Yeah, Mom. Hey, we are close. We were in the ER with Dad. Oh, you were in the ER with your dad? Oh my goodness. I hope things are okay with your dad. I'm sending you some prayers, Chrissy. Sending you and your dad some prayers. I hope things are well with him and not too bad. Thank you guys. I love all of you and I appreciate you for taking time out of your morning to share it with me. No, we're in the ER. We're with you in the ER. You were with, well, yeah. Yeah, you guys were we were doing our Zoom and it's like, well, I'm having to wait all this time. I might as well pull up the Zoom and still stay in our Zoom with you guys. Because there wasn't much for me to do otherwise. Yep. Okay. Thank you guys. I so appreciate it. Sorry, I didn't mean to say. Okay. I just no, you don't apologize. It's just I misunderstood what you meant. See, my brain's not always functioning on all cylinders. See, I can't even get it right. Thank you so much. I'm definitely praying for you guys. I want everybody to have a wonderful week, and we're going to work towards having a wonderful holiday season. I'm looking forward to that. Thank you so much, guys. I'm going to say bye and go check on my dad and get some stuff done around here. Maybe I can get my son motivated to clean up his room since he's home from school today. We'll pray. Well, see you guys later, guys. Bye-bye. I love you. Come on. Here we go.